Hi, welcome to episode 4. Happy Friday. We're closing out our first week of development on Digital ILIAD, an FTL-like I'm making in Godot. Today, I think we're mostly going to be working on pathfinding, trying to get everything to work correctly there. We were having some issues last time getting characters to move. But I did some investigating off stream, and I think I have an idea of what it might be, but who knows. I'm trying to not work on this, like work on the actual code base in between streams, just so we have some continuity for the VODs. Maybe not the smartest approach, but I think it's good. I think having that continuity will be good later on. Not to say I won't, do anything off stream, but I'm going to try to focus more on preparation, just so that our streams go a little more smoothly. I'm able to be a little more productive, hopefully a little more interesting to watch than just someone, banging their head against a wall. So we'll see. We'll see if that's achievable in the near term. But anyway, let's get started with today's work here. So, the issue we were having is that, we can select our little duder here, and we can tell him to move, and he tries to move. He doesn't do any moving, though. Maybe he's not locomoting correctly. Maybe he doesn't know where he's trying to go. So, we're going to try a few different things. We'll probably do some debugging, but there were a couple changes that I want to make right away. This get used direct we are not using as much as we could be. We're just going to cache that here. Not necessary, but just helpful for me. And this is the code that tells us which tiles are solid and which ones aren't. We're going to change this a little bit. We're not going to do A-star grid size. We're going to look at our used rect size, which is not deprecated. Just the A-star grid 2D size was. So this will be simpler, and then we are messing this up a little bit. We actually want here is x plus, this might not matter if our tile map isn't offset at all, but it very possibly is. So I just want to make sure we are accounting for that possibility. Otherwise, this should be good. Now, I am not expecting that to have done anything practically, but we're going to check just for sanity. Nope. So, okay. So the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to check where the tile map is relative to everything else, because we've got our tile map. Our tile map looks like its position is at the origin, and this is what we want. We want the origin to be in the middle of a tile, not at the intersection between tiles. And I just want to make sure that that is reflected in the tile map. And we are using an offset, and I'm worried that I'm using the wrong offset. So we just want to double check. We'll just do, debugger. Yeah, set of point is disabled. These points are out of bounds. Oh. Oh, well, here's a problem. I have it set to is equal to null. I wondered if it's not equal. Tile data is null. We can't set the point. Set point solid. 0.20 out of bounds. Huh. Let's get rid of this for a minute. Okay. Let's see if we got the same errors. We did. -4, -13, 0.20 is out of bounds. That's interesting. Can't set if point is disabled. So this area that's within the used rect is not included in the A-star 2D grid 2D region. That is interesting. Let's try to figure that out. Put a breakpoint here. Ran into it right away. So our used rect goes from -4 to -13. It goes from 6 to 16. So that reflects what we're seeing here. This is about 9. 2, 3, 4. By about 12, by 10. That's it's not exactly what we're seeing here. That's interesting. Let's try to figure out what's going on there. If we don't have tile data for a given tile, we do want to make sure that that tile can't be navigated across. It's interesting that it's telling me I can't do that if it's out of bounds. Are we not converting it correctly or something like that? Hi, Wind. How's it going? Happy Friday. For my own sanity. Let's see what we're hovering over. Oh yeah, my Y and X goes from 0 up, but tilemap has negative cells. That is a good point. That is a good point. So we want region. Can I just punch in the range or the rect, or do I need to do something like for in range? Look at range for a second. Yeah, and then I can just iterate. So I should iterate by for cell and used rect, and then just pull out the cell data. Okay, let's try that. And is it as simple as just doing this? Wildly overcomplicate it. Unable to iterate on an object of type rect2i. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is used cells a thing? Okay. Are we looking at the... Oh, we're looking at the tile map. What am I talking about? Tile map. That's our use. I'm a fool. Use cells is not a thing. Here's how I think I can do it. Range used rect x used rect z, or actually if we're doing y we want y and w range. Okay, get used cells. All right, we'll try that too. Certainly no need to apologize for not knowing the exact function names of everything. I don't know anything in here. I don't know any of these conventions in Godot. I'll try this real quick just to see if it worked. I don't think I need to add the position then if I'm doing this. Try your way. Cell in get used cells. Layer 0. Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing about iterating through get used cells. Does used cells... What did it give me? Position of all cells containing a tile in the given layer. Cell is considered empty if its source identifier equals -1. Okay, so this should still get me basically a cell for every coordinate in the rect. Okay, that's what I want. As long as it's not like restricted to just cells that have tile data. Which is, I'm concerned that's what this is, but we'll see. Just because the A-star, the problem is that the A-star grid gives us the full like rect. It creates a point. And so what we're trying to do is eliminate cells that don't have a corresponding tile. So we do it this way, we might need to do the opposite, where we like disable all points in the grid and then enable ones that correspond to cell. That's a good idea. So if a cell is not in get used cells, it should be considered solid. I could iterate get used rect, and if not in used cells, mark it as solid. That seems like a good way to do it without having to play around with coordinates. I'm just a little concerned that the grid and the tile map are a little different in terms of their coordinates, but let's see what we get. Let's do this. Let's iterate through here, and instead of getting the tile data, we can say, so we don't need the tile data for anything. We can say something else. We can say like, say cell coord is vector 2. I don't think we need to add the position, so let's try it like this. If not cell coord in you get used. Let's cache used cells. Get there eventually here. Okay. A little concerned the A-star grid coordinate system is 0 to whatever. And so we will need to actually just go from 0 to that, and then we'll see. We'll see what's going on here. Valid get y. To I. Is that not how I get rect coordinates in this? I guess I could go position.x to n. I guess I'm not supposed to. No, it looks like I'm supposed to be able to do this. Oh, this is this. I need x plus. I see. Yeah. I get it. Thank you. Okay, plus used .w. Used rect.x plus used rect.z. What an embarrassing oversight. Okay. Yeah, I guess I can do that for rect and for position and rect.size. Yeah, you're even more right. I should read your whole posts before I do something. I feel like I've read part of it and understand. I was doing it okay. It could be used rect.height. Yeah, okay. I'm really just not reading very clearly. And also, we're doing Y first. I don't remember we do Y on the outside, just because that's what I prefer. But if it's what I prefer, I should remember that that's what I want to do. Okay. I think we got it. Actually, this isn't going to be what I want. Yeah, it's not. So there's still a difference here. Because the position, if we're iterating from the position, we don't want this position. We want the position to the end. And if we do it this way, we want to start at the position and end at the end. Okay, no errors so far. Let's see what that did. Okay, no errors. Okay. Phew. So I think we finally got through that. That was more laborious than I had thought it would be. Right, thank you for helping. I would have been stuck on that for a minute. Now let's start looking at why we're not moving. You know, let's do like a sanity check here. Let's see. I just want to get a point. So just get point position. I guess we don't care what the ID is. Maybe we should be working with points and not IDs. In which case, I just want to make sure that we're just pointing to the right. L position. We actually want mouse position. Actually, we're gonna just do we're gonna print declare variable matching positions. Mouse position equal to tilemap.a star grid 2D get position style. Let's just see. Let's just print this whole thing. Why are we declaring a variable? Board. I need to encapsulate it. Go. Yep, I don't want a full screen. False. Okay, so the current problem that we have now is that seemingly mouse position. Oh, no, we don't want mouse position. Mouse position is never going to equal that. I don't know what I'm checking there. Let's think about that for a second. I'm basically trying to check if we're getting the same tile. If the tile... No, whatever. I don't know what I'm doing there. We wanted to... I just wanted a quick sanity check that the tile I'm referring to that I'm moused over is the matching tile on the A-Star Grid 2D, but I guess I need to think about how I want to do that real quick. Yeah, that will never equal, but how do we even get? So ID path, get ID path. Local to map. So the IDs we are using are the map positions. So that's always going to equal... I'm trying to do a stupid check here. Let's just work on the behavior. I'm wasting my time. I think it'll be pretty obvious if we are... Once I get the guys locomoting, it will be pretty obvious if there's a mismatch. I feel like debugging is not one of my strong suits, which is a huge problem for someone who's like a bad programmer. Maybe next week we'll do some art. That seems like that would be more relaxing. There's going to be a lot of art to make. Okay, the problem's not going to be here. The problem might be here. Moving towards... Just pick a speed for that. Got to set a speed for that. Not that that matters as far as, you know, never moving, but... Yeah. So we don't stop moving, so we don't ever feel like we reach our goal. What about you? Okay, this is interesting. This person never starts moving. So I think this person thinks they're at like 0 or something like that, and they're only ever being fed the coordinate that they're already at. And this one, I think, whenever, regardless of where I click here, is always trying to reach the tile that this person is on. So yeah, there's definitely a mismatch somewhere. I want to see what ID paths are being given back. Can I just print ID path and it'll print the whole thing out? No. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Hey, Ironic. Yeah, it is time to print stuff. I can. Oh, is print one of the ones that actually wants parentheses here? I thought Godot was like, we don't like unnecessary parentheses. Oh, we're gonna keep this small. Make it a little bigger. Oh yeah, so ID path is the parameter of the function. That makes sense. I probably shouldn't be putting a space there, but whatever. All right, what are we getting? -1, -2, 1, -3, 2. Let's think about that if that makes sense. So we are at -1, 0. So we do have the problem of the path is, oh, it is long enough because we accept diagonals. So we're at -1, 0. So we want to be at -2, 1. So we're going to go here, I think. And then we want to be at -3, 2. That makes less sense to me. Well, at least we're getting a path. Let's just make sure. I just want to see where we are going here. Yeah, I should. Why do I keep doing this on instinct? Okay, here's an interesting thing. This person thinks they're at 0, 0. Oh, everyone thinks they're at 0, 0. That's a problem. Or wait, no. So they want to get to 0. Oh, this is maybe a problem. Because they want to get to 0. Maybe I'm not initializing next tile position. Is maybe my problem. Because there's a reason I'm not just declaring that or setting that when I set a new target, and it's in case you're in the middle of moving. Maybe that's just a value that I want to set. Very possible I pathed from the wrong direction. We'll investigate that next. Next tile position is going to be our position. Let's see if that helps. Okay, that doesn't help tremendously. It stops this one from thinking they need to move. Zero, 8. Okay, yeah, at least it thinks it's in the right spot now. Okay, well, we're starting from the right spot, so small victory. We're diamond down, so why isn't this considered 1, 1? Why is this tile considered 0, 1? Oh, we took out that offset, didn't we? Maybe we want to add our offset back in. My only confusion is whether I want the offset to be positive or negative. Because I feel like a positive offset is going to move. Maybe I want this to be negative. Okay, we're still in the same tile, so that didn't do anything. It's interesting. Huh. So this tile is considered 0, 1. This tile is considered negative 1, 0. Which tile is 0, 0 then? Not that one. So this one's 1, negative 1. So this tile is considered 0, 0. Okay. That doesn't make a ton of sense to me. Yeah, it shouldn't be this tile, I don't think. It should be this tile. I would like this tile to be considered the origin. Check on tile map paint mode. Okay. Roll pretend I know how to do that. I mean, I know that our tile layout is diamond down. We have the tile size, right? Oh, really? Okay. Oh, I love that. Oh, okay, so that is... So this is 0, 0. Okay, okay. Well, that's reassuring. That's 0, 0, and this is 0, 1. Okay, so we can be pretty sure that our grid, our pathfinding system is the same as our tile map system. That I don't mind that. I just thought that was wrong. In which case, maybe I don't need the offset. Flip the offset the other way just to see. I feel like this is something I want. Offset of the grid, which will be applied to calculate the resulting point position returned by get point path. Oh, so this doesn't even affect what we're doing because we're not doing a get point path. We arguably could. Right now we're doing a get ID path and then mapping it back. But that's okay. Okay. So I don't think this does anything for us. Alright, so we should be in 1, 0. We're in 0, 1. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's right. So we're in 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, minus 1. So yeah, there's some issue with feeding these. So we don't need the offset. We're going to just get rid of that. That doesn't seem to do anything for us. Probably because we're not calling get point path. So let's see. Let's see if on arrived at next tile is getting called, because that could definitely be a problem. Because we are doing this part correctly. Let's see if we're ever arriving at our tile. Seemingly not. Seemingly not. That's definitely a problem. We've connected the signal, so that's good. It's emitted here. Not moving. So are we never getting here? Oh, next tile position is never... I mean, it will eventually equal target position. But we don't want that. We want to know if our position... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no, this is right. This is right. Because if our position doesn't equal the next tile position, we go here, and then we check if our position doesn't equal our next tile. So the next tile position is like an intermediate target. It's like wherever we're going immediately next. Target position is where we eventually want to go. Wind, what did you say? The path first cell is the same as crew member's position. Yes. Yes, that's true. But that should be okay if our evaluation for whether or not you've reached that is working. That shouldn't be a problem. Because then we should just move through it, move along through it. I mean, we could probably just splice that off of the array and get the same behavior. Ironic. This is why I'm making a 3D platformer where you just jump on platforms. That is so funny you say that, because to me, like, the scariest kind of game is one where you just, like, you know, you just hit the forward button and then your character is just running forward now, and now it's up to, like, physics and colliders and all this stuff to, like, make sure that that behavior is correct. I really prefer, like, discrete, quantized stuff. Like, you select your character, you click where you want to move, and the game figures out how to do that in a way that doesn't just, like, break everything. I think I've direct control of a character terrifies me so much. That is not something I want to have to deal with. Well, that's really cool. You're making a 3D platformer. I assume in Godot. I assume you're not watching a Godot streamer and then being like, no, I'm actually making the platformer in Unreal. Or something else. Or Unity. Gods forbid. Alright. Let's get in the zone here. So, global position is not equal. I'm just going to start throwing up breakpoints and see what's happening. Godot for life, that's cool. I am still brand new to Godot. I'm sure it's obvious. But I am really enjoying it. Or is this like a pretty long-running project? Like, are you on still, like, Godot 3? I know I have some friends that are still working in 3 because they've just been working on their project for so long and they just don't want to have to worry about updating it. Okay, so this breakpoint doesn't fire, which makes sense. Because we should be equal to our next tile position. By the way, you deleted all YouTube videos. Who, me? God, I hope not. You should still be able to see them on there. Wind. I appreciate the subscription, by the way. Oh, thank you for liking one. They'll only appear under the live tab because I'm not uploading them. I'm actually multi-streaming to YouTube. In a higher quality, I might add, so the VODs there are going to be much better because I know the VODs on Twitch only last a certain amount of time. So yeah, so I was like, I'm going to multi-stream to YouTube just so I have some high-quality VODs that live there, hopefully forever. But thank you, I appreciate the subscription there. I was surprised that I got a subscription there since no one's ever tuned into the live stream. Oh, wait. Here's somebody right now, Hunius, in YouTube chat. Hello. Oh my god. You're my first YouTube chatter. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. We're debugging my horrible pathfinding and locomotion system. Okay, you started this project in early January. Ironic. Awesome. Early days, then. The most exciting time for a project. Oh, it's you. Oh, Windaflatus is trolling me in both chats. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. Well, you now have the dubious honor of being the first chatter in both of my streams, the Twitch one and the YouTube one. So congratulations. So this never fires, which is good. This one should fire. And if it doesn't, I think we tested this already, but yeah, so that breakpoint never fires either, which is concern. Oh yeah, no, I believe that. I don't think I'm using low latency mode. I don't think I'm using low latency mode on YouTube. I think that's an option I could set up, but yeah, I think for live chatting and stuff, Twitch is better. I mean, also the audience, I think for live game dev content on Twitch is just, you know, it's stronger. The YouTube thing is just more of a future-proofing move for me. I also think I'll be posting monthly, like, highlight videos. Just monthly, though. I don't want to get into the whole, I spend all my time video editing. Okay, so this never evaluates to being true. Next tile position is not equal to target position. That is wrong. So does this one fire then? Because this is the else. We have to... Something's got to fire here. We're never reaching any of these? Oh, because we're not moving. So the problem is here on this branch. So global position is next tile's position. So if we oh geez. Oh geez. Okay, well that didn't work. Let's see, we should at least hit this. Okay, we don't. No, I'm like not hitting any of my breakpoints. Are we not setting has target? Okay, there we go. There we go. We got something. Selected has target, but not moving. Target position. Next tile position. Oh wait, that's our position. Next part, so it doesn't, it says global position does not equal to next target position. What is our global position then? Let's look at this character. Is this the same character? Yeah. Next tile position's 08. Then fine. That's all fine and good. What's my transform? Where is my transform? Why won't you show me my transform? Oh, here it is. 08, position 08. So our position is 08. And our next tile position is 08. And yet somehow global position does not equal next tile position. There's a problem that I don't understand. It shouldn't be a problem using global position because everything right now, its parent is just right on the origin, so it's not a hierarchy problem. And yet, global position does not equal to next tile position. It should fundamentally... What if we just change this to say position? Stop this. This is okay for now. Right, so now, next tile position is 08. Our position is also 08. So yeah, there's something weird about this. Don't understand why that evaluation is returning false. They're integers. There's no like a floating point approximation error or anything. 08 and 08. Try to understand this. Make this global position again just to be super clear about what we're doing here. I swear I'm not this thick when I'm off stream. I'm like not this like just dull, this much of a dullard. Yeah, idle is already playing. Idle is auto playing. I mean, position equals next tile position. The reason I don't want to just do that by default, I mean, it's fine to do it here on ready. Do that? I don't know. But we're still never hitting this. Oh no, we are hitting this. Okay. Okay. Position equals next tile position. That's... Oh, you mean like flip it? Yeah, okay. It looks like we're getting through there though. So I think this was an issue. And we are doing this. So let's actually take a look at... Let's go back to this. Let's see if on arrived at next... Because on arrived at next tile should be getting called now. but it's not. Okay, okay. Okay. But we are reaching this. Has target is moving. We are getting to if global position is not equal. Next tile position, and we're just moving towards it. It's just to be like 1 because it's like pixels. We're moving by pixel. Oh, should I be doing global position dot move, not move towards? Move toward. Position equals global position dot move. Oh, Jesus. You're right, you're right. You were very right. What a fool I've been. Oops. I thought I could just call that property and set it like that. Thought this would work. Just global position dot move toward. I mean, I should be doing like the whole set velocity and like move and slide and whatever, but oh man, we're not animating. Okay, here we are. And then we crashed. Or no, maybe we hit the breakpoint. No, we crashed. Invalid type function mapped to local in base tile map shipboard cannot convert argument 1 from nil to vector 2i. Right here. Yeah. If ID path is not dot is empty. Is that it? Dot is empty. Not ID path dot is empty. So we shouldn't be calling this. We shouldn't be calling this like this. We shouldn't be calling this in a situation where this is empty, but let's double check and understand why we might be doing that. Can I not pop front an array? Oh no, yeah, I can't pop an empty array. Yeah, very true. We just shouldn't be in a position when we're doing that. Because if a crew member arrives at the last node of an ID path, they should be at their target already. So let's just make sure. Let's just understand. We're calling this then. This next tile position is not equal to target position. Make sure I'm setting next tile position correctly. Remember .next tile position equals map to local. Oh, we need to set the. No. Yeah, that should not happen. They shouldn't ever need to ask about the last index. Or they should never need another next tile if they're at the end of the ID path. But I mean, this is a safe catch to put here for now. Let's just try to understand why that's happening. I could return. There's definitely a couple things I could do to like make that safe. I just want to understand why it's happening in the first place. because it's this. What we're running into is this. So it's saying the next tile position is not equal to the target position. Oh, the target position is not being remapped. The target position is staying at whatever the global mouse position is. It's not being remapped to the position of that tile that, you know, coincides with the target position. So we need to snap the target position is what we need to do. Excuse me. I'm gonna start drinking tea during these streams because my throat is not gonna survive this unless I start doing that, which is really rough because I have a cup of coffee with like some toast like right before I go live. So maybe I just need to stop with the coffee and just make like a big cup of tea first. Try that next week. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, we are snapping the target, which should be around here. Set new target. No, we don't want to set target to mouse position. Let's set the target to the position of the tile. Let's say tile map to local mouse position. No, because I don't want the mouse tile. I want the actual, because the grid cell sizes are not just like 1 or whatever. I think this should do it. Let's see if this does it. Nope, it immediately flags some issue. What is that? Can't get ID path. 0.32 minus 1 out of bounds. Oh, that might be the same. No, because we're trying to get mapped to local. Oh, oops. Oops. Yeah, you're right. I forgot what you were. I forgot what you. I didn't realize what you were telling me. I thought you were saying this. The parameter of set new target could just be mouse tile, but you were saying the parameter of map to local should be mouse tile. In which case, you were eminently correct. I did not realize the scope. So that's weird, but okay. So that's weird, but we can fix that. The direction thing is easy to fix. I'm more worried about the delay of the idle animation. We want to like play it immediately. Yeah, thank you. It physically works, but we need to fix this. Is there like... Oh, oops. I see the problem. Maybe we don't need to play immediately. There we go. So we are animating immediately. Oh, we don't need to replay. We're not replaying it. Something weird is happening. Is moving is false here. Is moving should not change to false here. And we should not play the idle animation there. That should get rid of that weird stutter. Yeah, okay. We're getting smooth movement in a direction. Just don't think too hard about what happens if we go backwards. But that's super easy. Okay, so what we need to do here, so we only need to do this position is not equal to next, so we want to do it here, and we'll want to do it anytime we call arrived at. Oh no, we don't want to do it then, do we? We want to do it after we met the signal, I think. We want to do something like variable direction x is next tile position dot x minus global position dot x, and if direction not equal to 0, flip I think this works. Flip h equals flip. Oops, it's less than 0. This is a little overkill, but I think it'll work. But we don't want it here. We want it here. Oops. Want it here, and we maybe want it here. That should give us a nice flip. So we're going this way, we're going this way. Now we're going this way. Oh yeah. Now we're going back this way. Thank you. I also love it. We're doing something. Note how they're waiting. I'm constantly like just kind of spam clicking like around here, but they're waiting until they reach their next target to change direction, which is exactly what we want, because otherwise we'd have some weird. I really hope the other guy works. Yep. You, just get out of here. Oh, I can't get him out of there. Everyone works. Everyone works. Here's the real problem, though. The real problem is this. Our powers combined. We have become double duder here. What does an out-of-bounds click do? Okay. It starts the animation, but it doesn't move them anywhere. Probably because they can't path to it. So that was a good question to ask. Let's understand that. That should be just taken care of in the input handler. Let's see why it's not. Oh, we're not checking if mouse tiles and floor tiles. Because we do want to run some of this. So if our selection is valid, we could put it either here or here. Doesn't really matter. Oh, head into the sauna. Oh, enjoy. That sounds nice on this winter day. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for helping me get through this pathfinding system. Always appreciate when to flat us. I'll see you next time. Have a good weekend. I'll be back Monday morning for week 2. Bye. Ironic, if you're still in the chat, I would love to hear about your 3D platformer. We're getting some errors. Let's check out these errors. Can't get ID path. Yeah, we're trying to move when we're out of bounds, so let's just stop that. Let's just stop that. Okay. That should stop our... Oops. Looking out here. Okay. Well, that resolves that issue. I want to deal with cases with this overlap issue. There's a couple of ways I could do this. I think the way that I want to do it is that if one character moves into another's character's space, they move out. So as soon as this character goes here, this character will like move to another, just so you can push characters out of a tile. Like let's say you send someone off, there's like a computer console here, and you're like, go man this console. And then you're like, you were closest, but I have someone who's better at this, so I want to move them over there. I want the person who was originally there to move away. And that's good, because then we don't have to worry about like contention for space in the same way of like if these two characters were trying to pass each other, they can still pass each other because they're not like, you know, they're not obstructing the tile. I don't want them to, you know, I want them to be able to do that. I might need to work on the Z indexing for that just so that we don't get weird overlaps, but what does that look like? Yeah, that looks a little weird, but we can work on that part. But that's what I want. So I don't want the tiles to be exclusive when objects are in motion. But when an object comes to rest, when a character comes to rest on a tile, or decides to move into a tile, if the other character's stationary, I want to move them out. So let's think about how we're going to do that. Yeah, we got about 30 minutes left. We can do that. Adjust myself a little bit here. So we're probably going to handle that here. Let's In position. Is in position, something like that. I don't know. I get a dictionary. Yeah, so when anyone calls on arrived at next tile, oh no, we only want to do it. We only want to do it when they arrived at target position. No, we don't want it to be that. Because we want to do it when they start moving into that target tile position. So we'll say something like an error here. How do we throw an error? Push error. Let's read about that a little bit. Push error. Failed. Remember. Failed to reach target. Do like a .2 string or something. If the path isn't empty, we can proceed here. And what we want to do is before we reassign next tile position, we want to see if they're... I guess we could do all of this. We can do all of this, and then we can say if... Remember, next tile position is the same as their target position. And what we can do is say if is in position let's save this map variable next tile. I'm liking this music. It's like some jazzier. Maybe we'll listen to jazz next week. Maybe we'll listen to jazz and make art. That could be fun. So if someone's in the next tile position, let's say if as and dot has next tile position. Other row is in position, next tile position. We have to declare that. Hi. I have a warning somewhere. Oh, yes. So we're going to kind of short circuit the normal input handling process here. And so if another crew is in position, we're going to basically set a new target on the crew member, right? This is fine. We're calling down still, so we are their parent. And then to set new target, is that, we changed that, right, to take a tile and not a position? Oh, no. So now it takes a position, not a tile. Okay. It could very well take a tile, but we'll look at that. If we accomplish this, we'll just spend the last little bit of the stream kind of just looking at what we've done this week and maybe cleaning some stuff up, just because I don't want to let weird architectural choices kind of build and get out of hand. I would like to do a little bit of pruning at the end of each week and just a little bit of minor refactoring, just so that everything kind of looks good now that we see what we've done. So we're gonna set a new target using next tile position. That should be all we have to do. The rest of it should just kind of take care of itself. Let's see how that works. Oh, well, no, we need to clean up this in position stuff. I'll substitute who was previously there with who's there now. And is in position. to make sure we're setting this. So we're going to basically be tracking where people start and end, generally. That should be adequate. We don't want to assign that, we want to erase them. As we start moving, we want to erase people. Oops. Sorry if I'm a little quieter for this part of the stream. I do feel like I'm straining my voice, so I'm going to try to just chill a little on that. Finish up what I'm doing here today. Try to figure out some ways of making this a little easier for me to keep up for 2 hours next time. I think this is okay so far. So we're doing this an extra time. I don't know if we need to do this. So we need to actually... we need to determine where we want to send this other character. And I want to send them... Right now... we're going to need to iterate through... Oh, can we get neighboring cells? Where do we do that? Do we do that in the grid, or do we do that in the tile map? Okay, not here. Not in the grid. Maybe in the tile map. Can we get neighboring cells? Because that would make this a lot easier. Get neighbor cell. Oh, we have to specify. No, get surrounding cells. Here we go. Yeah. So let's start by just saying we'll just get surrounding cells and we'll just pick one that's not... We'll just pick one that's not the one our character is coming from. The one, the character that's displacing this one. Let's do that. Surrounding cells. Get surrounding cells. We don't want the tile position, do we? We want like the... Probably want the ID. What does that take? At cowards. Oh, so that's not... It's ambiguous to me whether that means ID or... point. It looks like it's the point. Let's look at something that just says, like, get point or something like that. Okay, local to map, local position, map to local. Let's look at what this says. Returns the center position of cell in the tile map's local coordinate space. We need to take out the globals from everything we're doing, because everything we're doing is really meant to be relative. And at the moment, we don't have to worry about it because everything's at the origin, but I think we want to clean that up to an extent. The tile map is giving us stuff. Okay, so we're gonna try using this. We're gonna see if that works. Many cells. This will always probably pick a particular one. Variable random neighbor equals surrounding cells. Random? Pick random? Okay, well then why did you suggest it to me, IntelliSense? Rand I. Let's find some random number, or how we get random numbers in Godot. Random number generation. Yeah, it's rand I. So, surrounding cells, rand I. Surrounding cells dot length, size. While doesn't that work? Identify a rand I not declared. Okay. Why not? Is that something that matters? Is there a reason I can't just use this out of the box? This is unhelpful. The example in Godot. It's in global scope. I have to specify that I'm talking about like a global scope. Yeah. Okay. How do I get to the global scope? I had those up before earlier at global scope. Rand is in here, right? Yeah, rand I. I was able to use global scope push. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know. Variable. Random name. Yeah, okay, so... Oh, you're a function. I'm a fool. Okay. While random neighbor is the same as crew member. I should track like a current tile or something. Yeah, because otherwise I'm having to do something like this, where I'm mapping this to local, or I'm local to map, and then I'm having to map it back to local again. Which is really dumb. Although wait, whenever they call this, they should be in the middle of a tile, shouldn't they? Unarrived at next tile. Variable next tile position. So we're setting... Let's set a last tile position. Last tile position equals next tile position. Or we reset next tile position, or it equals crew member next tile position. Yeah, that's better than this. We'll just keep assigning a random neighbor until we get one that is not the last tile position. Should be fine. Under very limited circumstances, that might not be possible. Let's say if surrounding... If surrounding cells dot size, it's only one. Like if there's only one surrounding tile, then we will just just do this. Let's say fallback cell is last tile position. It's greater than 1. Then we'll do this. This way, if there's only one surrounding cell, we don't bother with this. Because this is potentially an infinite loop otherwise. We do not want an infinite loop. Otherwise, we'll just use the tile that the other character is coming from. Okay, this should work. I'm probably not. Let's make sure we're doing is in position correctly. Let's initialize this dictionary. Variable crew members is get children. Oh no, we can just get a group. Get group. Actually, let's get children. Let's get children or child or crew or child children. Child and children. If child is group crew member is in position worried this is giving me, what does get children give me? Nodes? I want something more precise than nodes. Can we say something like as crew member? Dot position. The map. Map to local to map. Map to local. It's really stupid that I have to do that. Child as crew member. Can I say that? Cool. Because we need to local to map it to get it the tile that this is in, and then we need to get it back to the position. But we want it when centrally on the tile. This is probably unnecessary just because they should be instantiated at whole tile positions, but we're gonna just do that as a catch just to make sure we're guaranteed to get that. So this way we're at least initializing, knowing where everyone is, and then when someone acquires a target, we are going to remove them. Okay, we lost OBS there for a second. It looks like it recovered. That was scary, but we're still recording. The counter is still counting. Scary. Okay, let's carry on. We're not next to opposition. Because their next tile position is weirdly enough where they currently are. Okay, so we're racing them when we start moving, when we get a new target, which is going to start them moving. We swap one out if there's a contention, which is what all of this does. This should never equal Wow, that's a little loud. Sorry. This song is kind of loud, but we're gonna end soon. Then we'll, once you've arrived at the target, we'll add them back. This should work. Famous last words. So we're gonna try to move this character onto this character's tile and see what happens. Nothing. Nothing happened. Rough. So crew members. Not crew member. Let's see. This would be nice if this worked. It'd be even nice if it crashed. Okay, well that's disappointing. What happens when we acquire a target? Set new target, unacquired target. Target position. And you omit the tag that you acquired a target. Well, this is a bit of a problem. Okay, well, I see some areas where there are issues here. This is specifically around this dictionary. Like, having this erase here could be a problem. Unless we create a separate flow for this fallback stuff. Their crew. Yeah, I definitely see some problems here. However, the crew should start. Just see if we're ever getting to this point. No, we're not. Okay, well that's definitely part of the problem. Oh well. We're never setting this, so is in position doesn't have next tile probably. Let's see if we're ever getting here. Let's find the problem here. Okay, so we are getting there. Oh, thank you, Anti-Thoughtbot. Hello. You're catching me at the end here, unfortunately. But we're in some debugging mode, so let me just stop that because I don't think we're gonna find this problem in the next few minutes. But thank you. This is kind of what we're going for. This is like a mock-up of what like a bridge might look like. Not realistically, this is like there's like way too many people here, but this is kind of the vibe check for the kind of art style we're working towards here. Oh, you're listening only, it says, which is interesting. Considering your comment. Considering your comment on the cool retro concept. But okay. No worries. I mean, I guess FTL is retro now. Oh well. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry Godot is crashing a little bit right now. Sorry you came in right at the end here. I really appreciate the follow. I'm streaming Monday through Friday from about 7:30 to 9:30 in the morning Pacific time. This is our first week. We really haven't done very much. All we've really gotten is just the barest bones. Selection, mouse over, was basic pathfinding. So we just have people running around. I was just working on space contention, what happens when a character is trying to move into another character's tile. So we'll probably continue working on that Monday. Hoping to maybe work on some art next week too. But I appreciate that. Fortunately, I have a day job that I need to go get ready for, so I think we'll be wrapping it up here. Anyway, thanks to everyone who joined in today. I appreciate the support over this last week, my first week streaming. It's been an experience, but I'm feeling good about it. I'm excited to get back to it next week. I'm also excited to take a nice weekend to cool off, because this streaming is a muscle that you really got to develop. Being able to do this, that's more clear to me now than ever. So I'm gonna take the weekend, chill, do some planning. Hopefully, I come back with a little bit more clear idea of how to do some of the stuff we've been trying to do on the stream. So we spend less time just staring at a debugger and more time implementing cool stuff. But you know, that's the dream, rarely the reality. Anyway, I appreciate everyone stopping by. I hope you all have a great weekend, and I will see you next time. Thanks.